Hello, Elly here from Thankful Flow Yoga. Thank you so much for being here for another one of my YouTube practices. Today we are doing a wake up energizing flow. So anytime really that you feel like you need a little bit of a boost, a bit of a re-energize, then this flow could be for you. It is going to be a power flow, so there is going to be quite a strong practice. So as always, if you're really confident in your body and you know the different options that you could take to modify, then that's absolutely fine. Or if not, I will be releasing, I always release another more gentle practice every week. So I recommend having blocks, props, anything that you need as usual. And we're going to start standing up today. So today we're going to be doing breath of joy. Now, this is a really energizing breath. I'm going to really briefly talk you through it, but for more in-depth kind of knowledge on breath work and things like that, the best thing is to have a look at my membership. So what we do with the breath of joy is we are standing roughly hip width apart. And I want you to take as much softness as you need through the legs, because on the out breath, we come forwards and we release the arms. So make sure that you're softening through the knees so that you're not pulling anything at the backs of the legs. So on the in breath, we do this arm movement, arms up halfway, arms out to the side, arms up full. And the idea is we're taking 3 short in breaths as we move the arms. So in, and then out as you drop the arms and come forwards, and taking it as a releasing breath out through the mouth on the exhale. So there's no exhale between these 3 short breaths, because these three short inhales are filling up our lungs to ideally full capacity, or thereabouts, and then we can do this deep out breath, and that's the idea. But honestly, try really hard not to overthink it, have a bit of fun with it, and you're not necessarily going to get it perfectly straight away. But just go with it, watch what I'm doing, and just remember, keep some bounce in the legs so that we are not causing any kind of overstretching. So we will do 5 rounds of this, and it's quite fluid, so it's going to be quite quick. But again, if it's not working to do it in time with me, then that's absolutely fine. You can take a little more time with it. So ready and begin. And release. Well done. I don't know about you, but I do feel really energized and kind of exhilarated after that. So once you've done your breath of joy, we will ground through the feet in Tadasana mountain pose. We're just going to take a quick stretch. So we're going to bring the right hand to the right thigh and lift this left arm up in the air and slide your right hand down the right thigh. Come into a stretch here, keeping space across the chest. Doesn't need to be a really big range of movement. Just come to a place where you can feel a deep opening and stretch through the left side body. So I'll turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. So keeping space across the chest. Maybe you're setting your gaze to the ceiling here. And switch over to the other side. So right arm's coming up this time. See if you can slide this left hand down the left leg as we come into a stretch and an opening on the other side. And come back up. Well done. Take a little wiggle. Maybe take some wrist flicks here. Warming up through the wrists, releasing any tension, anything that's not going to serve us in this practice. We let go of that now. Lovely. So, top of your mat, ground through the feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, lift your ribs away from your hips. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come into a forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat, step back, either meeting in a plank position or you could drop your knees straight down here. Pausing here for a moment, pressing the hands into the mat, shoulders above the wrists, strong through the core, through that inner line of energy in your body. Exhale, drop the knees, drop the rest of the body down to the mat. Inhale, roll your shoulders, lift the chest, cobra. Engage the lower body. Glutes are engaged, legs are engaged. Exhale, melt your chest down to the mat. Press the hands into the mat. Inhale, lift the body away, tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can take a releasing breath here. Inhaling through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Try and relax your head and your neck. You can take a pedal out through the legs here, opening up through the backs of the legs as much as you need to. And when you're ready on your next inhale, come to your toes and step or walk the feet in. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, meeting in a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Well done. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat, step or jump back to plank, work through your version of chaturanga. Inhaling either into upward facing dog or cobra, and exhaling into downward facing dog. Releasing breath here. Keep lifting the hips up to the sky, finding space and length through the spine. Belly button's coming in. Inhale, sweep this left leg up, come into your three-leg dog. Maybe this leg's just hovering away from the mat. Maybe you're opening through the hips here. And then we're going to guide this left leg through and feed your left foot to the outside of the right hand. Bring the weight through the left hand and reach this right hand away, coming into your fallen triangle. So deep opening through the right side body here. Breathing. Sweep this right hand back down to the mat. Release this left foot. And see if with control, you can now bring your left knee towards coming behind the left wrist and slip this right leg back into pigeon. Using any blocks or props to assist you here. So you could have a block. You could be bringing a block here under the hips to support you, or a bolster, or anything that you've got to hand. And you've got two options here. So you could either walk your hands out in front and come into your fold in your pigeon, if that's what you're feeling for today. As always, being really mindful of the ankle joint, the knee joint. If those feel compromised at any point in your practice, then come into another option. You could take a child's pose. You could be in a seated pigeon, listening to your body. If pigeon is in your practice and you want to come into the next stage here, you're going to start to bend this right leg in, and maybe you're coming into your mermaid. So we're hooking the foot in the crease of the right elbow, or right arm, sorry, and then finding an interlace with the fingers, coming into your mermaid. So this is starting to open out almost into the side plane of the body. So there's a lot going on here. So just being where you're at today, taking whichever option is going to serve you the most. And start to release from whichever option you went to, and tuck the right toes under, ground through the hands, and lift this right knee away, and then see if you can really power through the core and step this left foot through between the hands, and then using this back right leg to push off, come into your standing split. Now you could be working with blocks here in your standing split to give you a little more space. So you could be working somewhere like here, or if your hands are coming down to the mat, we're walking the hands in, framing the left foot with the hand, and our forehead's coming towards the left shin. Maybe you're wrapping the left hand around the left leg. Keep breathing, connecting to your Ujjayi breath, if that's in your practice. And release. Soften through the left leg, step the right leg back, meet me in a plank position, work through your version of Chaturanga. Inhaling into an upward facing dog or cobra, exhaling into downward facing dog. Take a releasing breath here. Remember that you could take a child's pose at absolutely any time. Keep finding that space through the spine, relaxing through the head and the neck. And then this time I'm going to release the right leg and sweep the right leg up into your three-leg dog. Keeping the shoulders nice and strong and square. And then guide this right foot through. And we're bringing the right foot to the outside of the left hand. So finding this place here, and then we're opening as we reach this left arm away and pushing the hips up, finding this deep opening and stretch through the left side body in your fallen triangle. This is a really strong place to be. So listening to your body, if it doesn't feel right, then take a different option. Come into a child's pose for a moment. Then guiding the left hand back down to the mat with control. See if you can feed this right leg away. And then we're going to bring the right knee to the back of the right wrists, coming into your pigeon, this time on the other side. Squaring off the hips first of all. And then assessing here, do you want to come into a seated pigeon? Do you want to come into pigeon with the forward fold? Or maybe you want to take the next progression into mermaid, which would be bending this left foot in, finding the crease of the left arm, interlacing the fingers, coming into your mermaid here. Maybe you're working here, so you're bringing the left arm back and finding the hook first and working here. Slowly start to release. Grounding through the hands, tuck the left toes under, power up through the back leg. Lifting this right leg away. See if you can bring this foot down and then pushing through the left toes, come forwards into your standing split. Maybe you've got your hands on blocks. Maybe this right arm's wrapping around the right leg. Feeling into all the wobbles and shakes. And slowly starting to come out of the standing split, stepping the left foot back, step the right foot back, and vinyasa. Inhaling through upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Well done. Maybe you can feel the heart racing. That was a challenging sequence. Take a releasing breath if that feels good too. And then from your downward facing dog, we're gonna roll the body forwards to plank position. So think about, we're bringing the shoulders forwards. So bringing your shoulders forwards to be above the wrists and moving the rest of the body to meet in this plank position here. Drop the knees down, release the feet and lower yourself down to a lying position on the front of your mat. And we're going to bring the left foot in towards the hips. See if you can reach this left hand to the foot and then press the hips into the mat, feeling a stretch through the quads. You've always got the option to come into Sphinx with the right hand here, with the right arm. Do whatever feels most comfortable for you. Switch sides, bringing the right foot in, grabbing the foot. Maybe the left arm's coming into Sphinx. Maybe you're lying on the mat. Keep pressing the hips into the mat, feeling the stretch and opening through the quad. And release the leg. And then ground through the hands, lift the body back up through tabletop position, and then bring your hips down to the mat. Lengthen the left leg out, bend the right knee in, and bring your left hand to the mat behind you. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, and on the exhale, come into the twist, marry chest and C, twisting over to the right. Maybe you're hugging the knee, maybe the elbows hooking over. Gaze is coming over the right shoulder or in that direction. And on every inhale, keep lifting up and out of the waist, and on the exhale, releasing into the twist. Keep the left leg lengthened, left toes flexed. And release. Lengthen the right leg, bend the left knee in. Bring the left hand to the mat behind you. Inhale, reach the right arm up first, lift up and out of the waist. And on the exhale, come into the twist over to the left. And then keep breathing here. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, releasing into the twist. Keep the right leg active, switched on. And release, bring both legs out in front. flex the feet, engage through the legs. Inhale, grow the spine tall, reach the crown of your head to the ceiling. And then from here, leading with the chest, walk the hands forward into your forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Maybe the hands coming to the thighs, the shins, maybe the feet. Keeping the spine lengthened and long. Inhale, make space. Exhale, release. Slowly start to come up from the fold. One last stretch, come into a wide leg position. Again, it really doesn't matter where your legs are. Your legs could be here. As long as we're feeling the stretch through the groin. Coming to a place where you can feel the stretch. That's the most important thing. We want our thighs rolling and facing the ceiling. And then from here, inhale, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling again. And then on the exhale, we're walking the hands forwards, leaning with the chest, coming forwards into this fold with a lengthened spine. Slowly start to come up. Bring the legs in together. Find a comfortable seated position on your mat. And close off your eyes or take a steady gaze for a moment. Option to bring your hands to heart center with me. Relax all the muscles in your face. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Lightly press your hands into your chest. Notice the connection. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. Maybe you can feel your breath as it fills your lungs, as it travels through your body. Notice that prana, that life force energy within you. Observe your thoughts. And we'll finish with a releasing breath. Inhale through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Opening the eyes back up when you're ready. Releasing the hands. And as always, if you have time to take a longer Shavasana here, then I definitely recommend doing so. Other than that, thank you so much for being here for this practice. And I know another strong one, very stretchy and very strong. As always, let me know your feedback. I do a variety of different practices. There are a lot of other gentle flows on my YouTube channel as well. For anything more in depth, for those of you who would like to learn more about the energetic channels in the body, the chakras, the elements, breath work, there's much more of that in my live Zoom classes and in my membership. So do check that out. Link is below. Thanks so much for being here. Can't wait to see you again soon. Please subscribe to this channel to see more videos, and click the little alert button so that you know when new ones get released. Bye bye.